This is an urgent warning for seniors in the United States. Diabetes isn't just creeping up, it's already here, and it's targeting older adults more aggressively than ever. If you're over 60 and living in the United States, Canada, the United Kingdom, or Australia, your daily breakfast may be putting you at risk without you even realizing it. Every single morning, millions wake up and unknowingly sabotage their blood sugar for the entire day just because of the wrong choices on their plate. You need to understand that breakfast is not just a meal. It is a critical point that determines your body's glucose response, your energy stability, your insulin sensitivity, and even your brain function. The first food we put into our body after an overnight fast either calms or spikes our blood sugar. And for seniors, this moment becomes even more delicate due to slower metabolism, muscle loss, and hormonal shifts. What's shocking is that many popular breakfasts in the United States, cereal with milk toast with jam bagels, or even fruit smoothies, might sound healthy, but are actually flooding your system with fast sugars that your aging body can no longer handle efficiently. If you're in your 60s or 70s, your body processes carbohydrates differently than when you were 25. Your pancreas isn't as responsive, and your muscle tissue doesn't pull in sugar as effectively. One wrong breakfast, and you've already sent your blood sugar into dangerous territory. But this can be reversed. Seniors across the United States and even parts of Canada and Australia are beginning to fight back, not with medications, but with food. A powerful, diabetes-preventing breakfast doesn't have to be complicated, but it does need to follow the biology. It needs to combine protein, healthy fats, low glycemic fiber, and targeted nutrients that improve insulin sensitivity and keep glucose levels stable for hours. Many people in the United Kingdom are now following this method as part of their morning routine, and results show improved HbA1c levels within just weeks. The key is avoiding processed carbs, sugary drinks, and starchy health foods like instant oats or fruit yogurt. What's more important is introducing the right combinations that regulate hormones like GLP-1 and leptin, which naturally support satiety and reduce cravings for the rest of the day. Let us start with one of the most powerful breakfasts to stabilize blood sugar: scrambled pasture-raised eggs cooked in avocado oil with spinach and mushrooms. This is not only high in clean protein and healthy fats, but also contains nutrients like choline and magnesium that support liver detox and glucose processing. Many seniors in Florida and California are using this simple combo to flatten their morning glucose spikes. Eggs are rich in lutein and zeaxanthin, which also protect vision, another major concern for older adults with diabetes. Add spinach, which is full of potassium and fiber, and you help flush out excess sodium, reduce inflammation, and improve glucose uptake in muscles. Another underrated hero is chia pudding with unsweetened almond milk, ground cinnamon, and a scoop of protein powder. This breakfast is now popular in senior communities across Arizona, Texas, and even rural parts of Australia. Chia seeds are one of the most powerful blood sugar stabilizers because they form a gel in the stomach, slowing down digestion and releasing glucose steadily into the bloodstream. Cinnamon improves insulin sensitivity directly by lowering insulin resistance at the cellular level. Studies from the United States have shown that seniors who consume cinnamon extract daily can reduce fasting blood sugar by up to 29%. And when you add protein powder, ideally plant-based or grass-fed whey, you turn this meal into a high-fiber, low-sugar powerhouse that supports muscle mass while keeping you full for hours. If you're the kind of person who prefers a warm, savory breakfast, try steel-cut oats cooked in water with hemp seeds, flax seeds, and a dollop of unsweetened peanut butter. Steel-cut oats are far superior to instant or rolled oats because they relower on the glycemic index and take longer to digest. The fiber binds to sugar in the digestive tract and slows absorption. Flax seeds provide lignans that reduce insulin resistance and inflammation in the blood vessels, which are often inflamed in people with early diabetes. Seniors in Oregon and New York are adding these kinds of breakfasts and reporting fewer energy crashes and better glucose readings just from switching to this. One of the most important additions you can make is a homemade breakfast wrap made with a low-carb almond flour tortilla, pasture-raised turkey slices, avocado, and leafy greens. This is incredibly popular among active seniors in Colorado and British Columbia. The combination provides high-quality lean protein, monounsaturated fats, and dietary fiber in a portable, delicious form. Turkey contains carnosine, which reduces advanced glycation end products, those dangerous molecules that build up in diabetics and damage tissues like the eyes, nerves, and kidneys. Avocados add potassium and magnesium that reduce blood pressure, and almond flour tortillas avoid the blood sugar spike of traditional wheat-based wraps. You should also never underestimate the power of a vegetable-packed omelet with olive oil, arugula, bell peppers, and goat cheese. People in Canada, and even older adults in parts of the United Kingdom, are using this kind of Mediterranean-style breakfast to completely transform their metabolic health. Olive oil provides oleic acid, which has been shown to reduce inflammation and improve insulin response. Bell peppers add vitamin C, which supports adrenal health and helps lower cortisol, a hormone that can spike blood sugar when left unchecked. Goat cheese is lower in lactose and easier on the gut, which is critical because a healthy gut microbiome improves blood sugar control dramatically. You can even sprinkle oregano and turmeric to enhance the anti-inflammatory effects. A deeply healing option is a Greek yogurt parfait made with unsweetened full-fat Greek yogurt, chopped walnuts, pumpkin seeds, and a few frozen berries. This is particularly effective for seniors who crave something slightly sweet but need strict glucose management. Full-fat yogurt contains conjugated linoleic acid, CLA, which can reduce body fat and improve insulin sensitivity. Walnuts are rich in omega-3s and antioxidants that protect nerves and arteries from oxidative stress, a leading cause of diabetic complications. Frozen berries like blueberries or raspberries add polyphenols that block alpha amylase, an enzyme that breaks down starch into sugar. Seniors in Michigan and Pennsylvania are switching from sweetened cereals to this and noticing not just better blood sugar but fewer sugar crashes and cravings later in the day. There's growing popularity around tofu scramble with turmeric, onions, and zucchini cooked in coconut oil, especially among plant-based seniors in parts of California and New South Wales. Tofu is a powerful source of plant protein that's also rich in isoflavones, which can help improve insulin response, especially in postmenopausal women. Turmeric, when combined with black pepper, offers curcumin, a powerful anti-inflammatory that targets insulin resistance and protects the pancreas. Coconut oil contains medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, which are metabolized for energy without causing a blood sugar spike. This kind of breakfast keeps glucose stable for hours and may even improve fasting glucose levels over time. One very simple but effective breakfast that is gaining traction in senior communities in Florida and the United Kingdom is a sliced boiled egg with half an avocado on a slice of sprouted grain toast. This combo delivers healthy fats, fiber, and protein with minimal carbs. Sprouted grain bread, unlike white or whole wheat, is lower on the glycemic index and easier to digest due to its enzyme activity. Avocados stabilize blood sugar by slowing gastric emptying, while eggs prevent hunger spikes and help balance hormones like ghrelin and leptin. Seniors report more stable energy and better focus when switching to this compared to traditional toast and jam. Many seniors across the United States have also turned to smoothies made with unsweetened almond milk, frozen spinach, half a green apple, flax seeds, and collagen protein powder as a fast, blood sugar-friendly breakfast when they're on the go. This kind of smoothie can dramatically improve morning glucose response because it avoids the usual sugary fruit bases like bananas or pineapple, which flood the bloodstream with fructose. Collagen protein doesn't spike insulin the same way other proteins can, and it also supports joint health, something many older adults desperately need, especially those with diabetic neuropathy or arthritis. Green apples contain polyphenols that improve glucose uptake in cells and reduce insulin spikes, and the added flax seeds boost the soluble fiber that slows sugar absorption. Seniors in Arizona and parts of Ontario are now starting their mornings with this exact smoothie formula and reporting not only steadier energy, but also better digestive function and less bloating, which is often worsened by typical American breakfast choices. If you want to avoid a mid-morning blood sugar crash, consider eating cottage cheese with ground flax seeds, sliced cucumber, and a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil. This is a classic blood sugar stabilizing breakfast that many seniors in the United Kingdom and parts of Australia are now choosing over traditional toast and tea breakfasts. Cottage cheese provides slow-digesting casein protein, which gives a long-lasting satiety effect, especially important for seniors who may struggle with appetite fluctuations. Adding flax seeds not only boosts omega-3 intake, but also contributes important lignans and fiber, while cucumbers offer hydration and a gentle source of natural electrolytes. Olive oil helps reduce inflammation that is always present in pre-diabetic and diabetic states. Studies in the United States have shown that even small amounts of healthy fat at breakfast can blunt the glycemic impact of a meal by more than 40%, making this one of the simplest and most effective combinations to eat first thing in the morning. Another deeply nourishing option is quinoa porridge, made with unsweetened almond or macadamia milk, cinnamon, chopped pecans, and a few slices of green pear. This combination is gaining popularity among seniors in New Mexico and British Columbia who want to avoid traditional grains but still enjoy a warm breakfast bowl. Quinoa is not a grain, it's a seed, and contains complete protein along with magnesium and manganese, two minerals critical for healthy glucose metabolism. Pecans are extremely low in net carbs and high in antioxidants, and their fats help regulate insulin release. Pears are low glycemic and high in soluble fiber like pectin, which supports gut health and keeps digestion slow and steady, preventing blood sugar spikes. This breakfast doesn't just fill you up, it actually supports hormonal balance and improves leptin sensitivity, which is essential for appetite control in older adults. Another powerful, no-nonsense breakfast that more seniors in the United States are trying is grilled wild salmon over sautéed kale with garlic, lemon juice, and pine nuts. While this might sound more like lunch to some, it is actually one of the most metabolically powerful meals you could start your day with. Wild salmon provides EPA and DHA, two omega-3 fatty acids, proven to improve insulin sensitivity and reduce triglycerides. These fatty acids also support brain health, which is often compromised in diabetics due to microvascular damage. Kale is one of the most nutrient-dense vegetables and is high in vitamin K, which is now being studied for its role in glucose metabolism and insulin regulation. Garlic has natural compounds that lower blood sugar and improve circulation, while pine nuts add magnesium and healthy fat, further blunting any glucose response. Seniors who have replaced cereal with this type of savory breakfast are seeing dramatic drops in morning blood sugar levels, often by 30-50 points within weeks. If you're someone who's used to a sweet breakfast, it's critical you transition to natural sweeteners that don't trigger blood sugar spikes. That's why unsweetened coconut yogurt topped with cacao nibs, sunflower seeds, and a sprinkle of monk fruit sweetener is becoming a go-to for seniors in California and Ontario who are serious about reversing prediabetes. Coconut yogurt is dairy-free and contains medium-chain triglycerides, which are absorbed rapidly and used for energy without requiring insulin. Cacao nibs are full of chromium, a trace mineral that improves insulin sensitivity, and sunflower seeds offer vitamin E and selenium, which protect the pancreas and reduce systemic inflammation. Monk fruit is a zero-calorie natural sweetener that does not raise blood sugar or insulin, making it safe and effective for daily use. This is the kind of breakfast that satisfies a sweet craving while actually working with your metabolism, not against it. One thing you must understand is how dangerous toast, cereal, pancakes, and breakfast pastries have become, especially in the United States, where processed carbs dominate nearly every breakfast aisle in grocery stores. Many seniors have eaten these foods for decades, believing they're a normal way to start the day. But these items create rapid glucose spikes, followed by a crash that triggers more cravings, mood swings, brain fog, and eventually insulin resistance. This is one of the reasons why more than 30% of Americans over the age of 65 now have diabetes, and many more are pre-diabetic without even knowing it. This silent progression happens day after day, meal after meal, often starting with a sugary breakfast that looks harmless on the surface. Now, look at what's happening in more forward-thinking communities, especially in parts of the United Kingdom and wellness-conscious areas of Australia, where seniors are starting their day with lentil patties topped with poached eggs, avocado slices, and watercress. This high-fiber, high-protein, and nutrient-dense breakfast is now gaining popularity because it offers full satiety without spiking blood sugar. Lentils are rich in resistant starch and fiber that feed beneficial gut bacteria, helping regulate immune function and insulin sensitivity. Eggs deliver vitamin B12 and choline, which are essential for brain and nerve health. Watercress adds glucosinolates, which help detoxify the liver and support hormone balance, important for controlling cortisol, another hormone that can worsen blood sugar if left unchecked. The emotional feedback from people using this kind of breakfast is striking. They report fewer cravings, better bowel movements, and even weight loss without changing anything else in their diet. For those who need an ultra-simple, prep-free breakfast, there's also a handful of raw almonds, half an avocado with lemon, and a hard-boiled egg, which is something even diabetic support groups in Texas and Florida are now recommending. This minimalist approach eliminates sugar, lowers inflammation, and provides a strong base of protein, fiber, and healthy fats to start the day. This meal can be made in under 2 minutes and stored in the fridge ahead of time, making it perfect for seniors who struggle with energy or meal prep. What's critical here is that all three components have virtually no sugar, moderate calories, and high nutrient density, which creates a slow digestive profile and stabilizes energy for up to 5 hours. Also emerging in communities across Canada and the United States is the trend of starting the day with a savory miso soup with tofu, seaweed, green onion, and mushrooms. While this may sound unconventional to some American palates, the benefits are real. Miso is a fermented food rich in probiotics that help balance gut bacteria, a crucial factor in managing blood sugar. Tofu again provides plant-based protein and phytoestrogens that aid hormonal balance, especially in women. Seaweed is high in iodine and chromium, which both support thyroid and glucose metabolism, while mushrooms help lower blood sugar through beta-glucans. Seniors who try this Japanese-inspired breakfast often report improved digestion, reduced bloating, and better glucose readings on their continuous glucose monitors. There is one breakfast that has been quietly transforming the morning health of seniors in parts of the United States especially in diabetes-focused clinics in California, Ohio, and New Jersey. Cauliflower hash with onions, garlic pasture-raised eggs, and turkey sausage cooked in olive oil. This option feels hearty and traditional without the blood sugar damage caused by typical potato-based hashes or breakfast sandwiches. Cauliflower is incredibly low in carbs, high in fiber, and packed with compounds like sulforaphane, which reduce oxidative stress on insulin-producing cells in the pancreas. Turkey sausage adds protein without the saturated fat overload of processed pork sausages that are often served in American diners. When cooked in olive oil instead of seed oils like canola or soybean, which can worsen insulin resistance, you protect the body from silent inflammatory triggers that keep blood sugar elevated all day. More seniors across Canada and Australia are now recreating this breakfast at home and noticing how it completely changes their energy throughout the morning without the post-breakfast crash. Another anti-diabetes breakfast that is becoming a quiet revolution among older adults who struggle with morning appetite is a warm mug of bone broth blended with grass-fed collagen, a pinch of turmeric pink salt, and a teaspoon of MCT oil. This is particularly effective for those who can to tolerate heavy food first thing in the morning, but still want to avoid fasting-induced glucose spikes. Bone broth provides healing amino acids like glycine and proline, which help repair the gut lining, a crucial aspect for diabetic seniors dealing with leaky gut or poor nutrient absorption. MCT oil gives the body clean, insulin-free fuel, improving cognitive function and supporting ketone production, which lowers glucose naturally. This breakfast has gained popularity in senior wellness centers in the United Kingdom and across the United States for its simplicity, gut health benefits, and blood sugar stabilizing effects, particularly for those struggling with gastroparesis, a common diabetic complication.